Okay, so what we're going to do now is the basic door. This is a very ordinary bathroom door, and as we approach it, we can see that if we open it, it consists of two parts. There is the frame and there is the leaf. So this over here is the door frame. This is a standard timber door frame which has been painted white, and this is a standard timber door leaf which has been painted white. And if we tap it, you can hear that it sounds hollow. And that's because it's a hollow core door. And using a hollow core door for a bathroom is a very good idea because there's not much timber and basically you're just using it as a screen. And let's say, for instance, you wanted to shoot your girlfriend through the door. You wouldn't want a solid door, would you? So this is why Oscar Pistorius actually managed to kill somebody through a bathroom door. Is because your average bathroom door is a hollow core door and is basically two sheets of masonite held together inside by a little bit of pine. The strongest thing in that whole equation was the paint. Okay, so some door terminology. This upright over here is called the jamb. That's a J-A-M-B, okay? The top part over there is called the head of the door, okay? And this bit over here, where you can see that it steps in and out, is called the rebate. And the rebate is to stop the door from swinging through when you've closed it. So there's my bedroom, and this door opens into the bathroom, and I'm now going to close the bathroom door. And no matter how hard I push, it's not going to swing through to the other way. It's going to stay stuck. And that's because the rebate is stopping it. So this door over here is a right-hand door. Now, how do you know whether a door is a right-hand or a left-hand door? Well, this is the trick. You go into the room into which the door opens. So in this case, it's the bathroom. And the door opens into the bathroom, okay? And you take a look as to where the hinges are. Are the hinges on the right or are the hinges on the left? If the hinges are on the right, it's a right-hand door because watch this. I will need my right hand to open the door. So when you're opening a door, what you want to do is you want to reach and then you want to open and you want to walk through. What you don't want is for your hand to be in the way. So if I closed this door and I used my left hand, I would then get stuck against my arm. So that's why in a door where the hinges are on the right, I use my right hand to open the door, and that makes it a right-hand door. Let's go and check out this door over here. Okay, so once again, I go into the room into which the door opens. Okay, I take a look as to where the hinges are. The hinges are on the left, and in order to get out of this room successfully, I have to use my left hand because then my left hand will move the door out of the way and I can move through the door. That makes this a left-hand door. If I approach this door with my right hand, okay, and I opened it, my arm would now be across my body and I wouldn't be able to go through the door. So that's why this is called a left-hand door and not a right-hand door. And you can try that at home. Okay, so we have the frame of a door and you have the leaf of a door and you have ironmongery on a door. Ironmongery is the hinges and the handle and the lock mechanism in there. Okay, so this is called a handle, obviously. And this over here, because this is a bedroom, it has something called a thumb turn, which means I just turn it like that. There isn't a key. And that allows me to lock the inside door without worrying about, losing the key. This over here is called an escutcheon plate. And usually it would encompass both the handle and the lock. But the thing that hides the junction between the door and the mechanism is called an escutcheon plate. This over here, where the lock is called a strike plate, because that is what the lock strikes when it goes through. And here we can see the rebate, which stops the door from closing. Now, this door is a very standard door. that frame would have been bought off the shelf, that door would have been bought off the shelf, and so is that lock. But you can actually specify your doors to be any size you want. I can tell just by looking at this that the leaf of this door is 813. 813, it's a nice broad size, it's a generous size. And those frames are 44 because they're timber. So you can have your frames out of timber, you can have them out of aluminium, you can have them out of steel, and I think you can have them out of PVC. I don't think they really do make them out of PVC though.